dare to even dream. Then it happened. I mean, okay, I was a little bit of a freak. I really enjoyed myself with my partner, and toys are one thing, but I never imagined having a man I was dating asking me to use a toy on him. Woo! Let me tell y'all something. I have met so many women, and people, they get comfortable around me and they tell me about men asking them to use toys on them. You know, men asking them to peg them. I've met a couple of women who men in high positions of power have paid them to peg them. Um, and I've always noticed, or it'll be as simple as men asking for fingers and stuff like that in that area. And I've always noticed that those relationships with those type of men are always toxic. I've never had a woman tell me that her man asked her to do things like that or he's into things like that. And he wasn't a straight up like narcissistic biatch. Okay. Raya, did you see that quick Clive interview? He suddenly had Alzheimer's when asked about Diddy. I'm sure going to look for it during this live. I'm going to write that down. I've heard some things about him. But yes, every time men are into that type of play, like that's some deep psychological, even just like as a woman, and I know there are women who are into it, right? But most of the time when women are get into that, they're introduced, you have one or two scenarios. Like they're either introduced to that because they get pressured by a male to do that, or they got into that because they were saving themselves for marriage. So they felt like backdoor action still meant that they were a virgin. But most 9 times out of 10, women don't just naturally come to that for no reason. So like even as a woman, we most of us don't want to engage in that type of activity. And most of the time when women do engage in that type of activity, it's a well damn here. Well damn, like this dude keep pressuring me. And then yes, you will have your women who end up like liking it. But even then when you think about it, it's so foul. Like it's so foul. And I know we have these sayings, don't yuck my yum, but I can't think of any action that is fouler than that. So, yes, that is going to come with you dealing with a man that has some psychological issues. The first time, he said he just wanted to experiment, try something new. I was grossed out, but he kept begging. He said it would only be this one time. Girl, that's just like a man saying, let me just put the tip in. And he was just curious. I was only 20 at the time. I said, what the hell? I hated it. He bled from it. Not he bleeding out the. And there was caca on it. That she say the other word. I left him alone after that. Y'all, he begged for this woman to pump him so bad that he was bleeding. Okay, this is the link. Thank you, skinny boy. So bad that he was bleeding. Yeah, I wouldn't have never talked to him after that. That is so gross.